Good morning. What's going on? This is Joe from Black Male Talk. Coming at you again. Trying to hopefully get you squared away. I want to have a talk with you guys. A serious one. And I think this is something we need to talk about. It's actually a really nice day. You know, look out there. It's a nice day. It's a beautiful day. It's a new day. It's a day that you can, be proud of and take on. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
But I want to have a talk with a lot of you men about something. Something that will possibly save you. Something that can possibly help you keep your peace. Man, hurry up and get to the point. Well, what can you have to talk about, BMT? Learning how to let things go, man. Last night, and I'm going to do another talk, and actually more in-depth talk. Last night, I was listening to a black man named Prophet. And if I could literally get that dude's YouTube channel, I would invite him on. And I would want to talk to this man on why is it that he's holding on to such anger and hatred of the black community and, himself. Why does he hold on such disdain and hate? I also would want to ask you, some of you black men, why do you hold on to such hatred and anger? Why do you hold on to so much animosity? There is something uneasily troubling and settling. It's almost as if there is an infectious dark side that you're holding on to. Now, granted, I talked about stuff that had happened to me in my life, things that I've been through, stuff that I've, gone through and everything. But I never let it get to the point where I let it just fester and stay with me. And y'all can say, well, BMT, blah, 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 you're weak or whatever. But I never held on to it. I never did. I moved on. I moved on because I learned that if I want to grow, if I want to evolve, if I want to make it to the next level, I have to promise myself and tell myself that these two things will pass, but you can move on. You got to learn to let things go, man. You got to learn how to just say, you know what happened there will stay there, because I'm not going to be back in that space again, man. I've dealt with it where I've had my share of rejections. I've been ridiculed. I've had my fair share of stuff because I was born in the black community. But I definitely didn't hold on to it. I heard a man literally on saying that I hope that the black women curdle up blood and die. And he was doggone chanting it like a death prayer. And the problem with that was, I'm like, what made you get to that level of hatred and animosity? What really made him get that bad? Now, granted, he said what he was saying what he had to say about Taz, and the females on the panel, they called him up they called me up. I went up there and I was talking my stuff and kept it going. And I mean, I had gone into a altercation with Bomb Cherry, but I never carried it. After we said what we had to say as two adults, I moved on. I said what I had to say and that was it. You see, the problem that a lot of you black men, and if you're going to talk about, hey man, what happened in the past with slavery, you need to get over that and move on and be successful. Where's that same energy? When you say, yo, what happened in the black community and how screwed up they are, why are you still holding on to it? Like, what reparational check are you looking for from the black community? I mean, what honestly payout are you looking to get? Well, I mean, really, if you were to run into that black female or those people today, honestly, after you say or do whatever you do, or if you were to piss in front of them or spit in front of them, like, really, what would come from it? I mean, I'm sorry, bro, but ain't nobody more psychologically possibly fucked up now, more so than the black man. Oh, I'm not saying that the black woman don't got her issue. Oh Lord, no, I know that. We can all agree on that, right? That she messed up, right, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so we all see. Look at it. Even my kids know that. We know that. But see, you black man, there's something about you, Negro. You haven't really let it go. You haven't really moved on, man. I tell my kids, Daddy got his issue. Daddy did some things, and he has some stuff that he need to let go. And and I tell my kids, whatever I got going on, I will not pass it on to you. What I'm dealing with, I won't put it on to you, because that's not your experience.
Good morning.
All right, kids.
Bye.
Move forward with your life. Leave me. Do whatever you want to do with your life.
All right. Have a good one now.
All right, have a good one. And the thing about it, man, is some of our people are literally carrying past demons and issues of things that, I get it, they were out of your control. Listen, man, listen, I've already had my name dragged on YouTube. I've already had people say things about me and different other stuff in my family, and I've had all kinds of things happen to me in my life. But one thing I definitely understood was I wasn't going to let that or people dictate me. I have amazing good friends. I have an amazing good family. I have an amazing good system. I have an amazing good community that I'm involved with, that I can probably say, when I close my eyes, I built myself up and I did what I did for me. Not for you, not for y'all, but for me. And when you know that you're not doing these things to try to get the self-gratification and approval of these people, but you're doing it for yourself, sometimes you gotta learn how to, and my friend said something that was so true, beautiful. Sometimes I encourage y'all to go find a beach or find something like a piece of paper and write whatever issues you got going on and burn it and just let those ashes go. Like, let whatever chains go, man. Like, you holding on to that stuff will only hurt you and do damage to you, man. Like, I'm trying to tell you, man, it's gonna suck, because you want whatever did you wrong or caused you to suffer a pain. Like, y'all can keep talking about the gynocracy, you can keep talking about the matriarchy, you can keep talking about any and everything that we know about this goddamn community. But one thing I gotta ask you is, like, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Yeah, I know about my father. I know about his past issues and demons. I know about my mom. I know about her past issues and demons. I know about the stuff in my community. I know about the stuff that had happened in my past. But see, at the end of the day, before I close my eyes, what am I going to do? What happened yesterday was yesterday. What happened to 10 to 15 years ago for JoJo happened back then. But see, what I can do today with strength and flesh in my mind that I have today, I can make a difference, man. I'm not that same boy in the past. I don't let the media narratives of what some people may say that, oh, we need to do this and we need to do that, or she said this or they said that. I don't let that influence me. I have to influence me because I understand that my heart, I guard it very well. And I gotta understand, man, like some of y'all, you need help, man. You need to possibly, maybe you might for a while just need to turn off YouTube and just go get some proper healing, man. You do. Whatever you're holding on to, let it go, man. Whatever type of energy that woman did to you, let it go, man. I know it hurt. I know you took a loss. I know you probably lost half of everything. I know you probably did that stuff, and y'all say, man, I didn't want to hear all that. Okay, you don't want to hear it, but guess what? At the end of the day, can you go back in the past and change it? Can you go change slavery? Huh? Today? Oh, better, can you go change the black community today? Can you go change the stars from shining? Can you go stop a black man or a black woman from doing something egregious? You know? In all the communities, snap your fingers right now like a Thanos and make it stop. Can you make the Pookies and all the heavens listen to you, nigga? Can you make all the Tatianas and all the thoughts and all the sluts close their legs and answer and pray to you? Like, really, nigga, what power do you have right now? What authority do you have? Can you, when you cry out loud and say, white man, be still, Becky, on your knees, will they listen to you, nigga? You don't got none of that fucking power. You don't have any of that authority. But one thing I can tell you that you do have. You have breath in your body to keep breathing. You have breath in your body to move forward and do right by yourself. You can make the difference in your life. You don't like where you live? Sign up for something like the military or, voc rehab or trucking school or some type of work keys, and you save your money, and every day you look at it, you write down on a paper, yesterday was yesterday, but I can change today. And when you say that, you move forward. You move forward. I remember what it was like I told y'all, for me and mine, when we stayed in a single trailer. And when we was in that trailer, the AC didn't work. We had a lot of issues. I didn't have what I had today. I didn't have what I had today. I didn't have the access of what I had today. I understand that I was in a destitute position. I love my woman. I loved myself. Well, in a sense, yeah, I did. But you know what? I learned that when I sent her away, and when that broken AC was about to fall out the window, and I grabbed it and as it cut my hands for me to reach and pull it in, I just finally just let it go. And I sat down in that doggone apartment, hands dripping with blood. And I promised to myself, with that blood, I said, I will not go back. I swear that whatever it takes, that I'm going to get out of this. Whatever mindset that I need to mold and build, that I today as a black man, I was going to become what I needed to be. I was going to be that Batman that I needed to be. I was going to be that hero. I was going to be that vigilante. I was going to be that night crusader of what I need to be to get out of my predicament. And it may not be appeasing to you on how I got out of it. It may not be so glamorous on what I did, but see, at the end of the day, guess what? I did it. I made it work for me. And though it wasn't always a good day, but guess what? I knew every other day that I was still in the fight. Every other day that I was still trying. Every other day I knew that I was still actually trying to make something of myself. Every other day I woke up, I got another chance to make a change and do something for myself. You know, sometimes I go back to one of my beginnings. You see this place right here? This used to be an old daycare. And before then, it was also a health clinic. This building's pretty old. You can tell by the way it looks. See? It's now the new library as well as the health clinic. I remember my grandma, God bless her soul, when she was still alive, she used to take us, because we didn't have money like that. This is the old playground. This is the old playground that me and my cousins would go play on. And we would imagine whatever we wanted to be, we could cross that bridge and become whatever we want to be. Pirate, astronaut, leader, hero, villain, whatever we want to be. Sometimes I bring my kids here. And I say, when I was your age, this is where I used to come. And I would watch my grandma as she was sick. She would, she said, Jojo, whatever you're going through, imagine yourself as something else. And work hard and focus on what you want to perceive yourself as and work towards that. To take your mind off of what's happening, but let that be your goal. Pearl fought cancer and lasted 2 more years. And if I could watch an old woman fight her fate, I said, surely I can do the same thing. Some of y'all are still holding on to things that have happened to y'all. And how is that helping you? You say, let the community burn. Okay, well, so that it burns, will that pain and hatred and disdain, will that go away? Well, I want black women dead. Some of you saying. So say you have a child. That child will be partially black. Do you want that child dead? Fuck these kids. Or better yet, why don't you just stop thinking of that place or that area where you were at and just move on with your life? Why do you keep on persisting on going back to that horrible moment? That painful moment. I mean, some of y'all just need to move on, man. Y'all so much like to bring up about this person did that or that person did that. Like, you forget that some of these people shared with you who they are. They're not ashamed. Neither am I. I'm not ashamed of who I am. Y'all telling me who I am, sometimes I smile, because when I smile and I hear that and I think of, that was me. Yes. I don't praise it, but I also accept that that was me at one point in that area. And I was possibly in that dark space, or I possibly was in that type of level. But where I am today, and what I'm doing today, and where I'm evolving, that's something totally different. I look at my brothers. My brother is traveling with his wife. He drives truck, has his own home. I look at my other brother. He has a beautiful home in a historical part of New England. Old New England, the colonial era, where the houses, you can literally fit 13 people in a house. 6 bedrooms. 4.5 bathrooms. Look at my sister. She's traveling the world. And I look at myself. I look at all the things that I'm doing. And look at all the people that I'm talking to and affecting, and actually just going by my life. And sometimes I look back at this playground and remember that we were 4 kids being raised up the best way we can by a woman who was fighting breast cancer. And how we imagined that one day we were going to rise to something greater. We done traveled the world. We done raised families. We all have our own companies. And we all make great money and have people, a good, loving system around us. And you can have that too. But we had to imagine that, dream about it, focus on it, and then we achieve it. Learn to let it go, whatever it is that bothers you. Learn to let it go. So, I'll say it for you. Okay. Good morning! There you go. It's a new day. It's a new day. Good morning. Let it go. And move on with your life. I believe that you can, man. I believe that you can. The question is, do you believe you can?